This is Steve Ridgel, and I do a post like this, a video like this, every 2 or 3 years. Our golden doodle out at our ranch got skunk sprayed last night, and it happens. The way this one happened, the skunk was we have kind of at the side of the barn door. There's a little depression in the yard, and had a skunk down in there. And boy, Remy went out. I guess smelled her, raced down the porch, turned the corner, and got zapped in the face. Boy, she ran back, and my wife knew immediately what had happened because she shot back around that corner before she even smelled any skunk. And Remy was rubbing her head in the ground, and my wife then could smell it. And I'd already gone to church because, or maybe I'd still been in. And so my wife gets her in, tries to wash her off, puts her in the mud room, and it of course took 2 or 3 days. Well, 2 or 3 hours to get where you could stand it, and then it'll take 2 or 3 days before she's kind of back to normal. And so you know where I'm going with this. There's a great spiritual lesson there. You're going through life and you smell something, you see something, you feel something that maybe you should have learned your lesson because she's been sprayed before. I mean, we're in the country, so everybody that lives in the country gets skunk spray. Sometimes in the city too. But when you think you smell something, see something that doesn't look quite right, don't just race toward it because you're going to get ambushed by Satan. Exactly what happened to the dog. Went running in, boom, got sprayed before she even really had a chance to react. And then when you do something like that, you can repent and God forgives you when you get trapped in your sin, caught in your sin, succumb to your sin, whatever it is. As a believer, I do believe you're in a relationship with Jesus where his blood continually cleanses you. But there are always some consequences. There's always some things to work through afterward. There's a little bit of shame. And we talk about the skunk shame, even though in this case, boy, she has had to stay in the mudroom for or in the yard for 2 or 3 days. And that frustrates her because she's very social, very much a people person. But the stink's got to go away. The stink of your sin needs to go away. God's forgiveness does that. But sometimes you have to work through the consequences. Lots of baths around your muzzle. That's what the dog does. So there's some consequences for us sometimes in our sin. And so it just reminds me when I think about skunks, it kind of makes me think about the devil. you know, sometimes the people say, well, skunks are so cute looking. Okay, you've never seen a dead one up close, but yeah, okay, I get it. They are the black, the white, the little face. Maybe they're cute. Anybody that grew up a long time ago watching cartoons knows Pepe Le Pew, the cute little skunk. Satan tries to do that. He wants to make temptation look cute. And then it zaps you before you even know what's going to happen. It's what skunks do. Too late. I need to. And it's too late. That's how sin works. Reels you into it's too late. And then you can be forgiven, but you have to deal with all the consequences. And sometimes the stink of sin lingers. Not the guilt because you're forgiven, but the stink of sin sometimes lingers a while. And you have to kind of re-earn trust. It's going to be a couple of days before Remy's back around our bed anywhere or my recliner anywhere. So just made me think. Lots of things in life make me think about Jesus. And in this case, it makes me want to be a lot more careful about Satan and the stink of sin.